Today I'm going to talk about something that seems simple, but in fact is quite complicated, especially when it comes to explaining what it is and why it is important. As I've mentioned before, the journey of learning English is not easy. There are many stages that you must go through before you fully master the language, and even then there are still things for you to learn and improve on. You might say that learning English is the same as learning anything. No matter what the subject is, the method is the same. We often talk about something called the learning curve. As its name suggests, this is the process that perfectly describes how one learns a new subject or masters a certain skill. At the start of the curve, you will need to understand the basics of what it is you are studying. When you are in the early stages of learning English, the basics are words, simple phrases, basic grammar rules, and comprehension. The word comprehension simply means understanding. At the start of your learning journey, you will need to learn how to understand, how to comprehend the language. You might not realize it, but you are very lucky to be learning English at this moment of time. Thanks to modern technology, it is very easy to learn and pick up many skills that in the past would have been hard to do. When learning English, it is possible to use technology, often during the learning process. Captions are often used on videos. These videos can be about anything. Maybe a favourite subject, or perhaps an English lesson like this one. There is no need to feel left behind or excluded from learning any subject in this day and age. At the start of your learning journey, there are many things available to help you learn the English language. As I've already mentioned, the beginning of the learning curve involves studying the basics, the simple things that will be used the most often. As you progress with your learning, you will slowly grow as your knowledge increases. Of course, to do this, you will need to follow the golden rules of learning English. These include practicing English every day, finding time in your daily life to study and learn new words. Make English part of your daily routine, just as you would with any daily activity. You can learn new words after breakfast or before lunch. There will always be an opportunity to learn something. I'm often asked, why do I teach English in English? This is a very common question that is often posed to me by those who are curious about the methods used to not only learn but also to teach. It might sound strange to some people, but one of the best ways to learn anything is to immerse yourself in the subject. The word immerse means involve yourself deeply in that particular thing, rather like swimming in the water. Now and again you will go under and really immerse yourself in the scenery beneath the waves. The same can be said for learning English. You need to experience the language. One of the best ways to do that is to read the language, listen to the language, and learn as you go along with those activities. I often make the joke that I was able to learn English having no other language whatsoever to use as a reference or guide. So, if I can learn English with no other language in my head, then you already have the advantage. You already know a language, your own native language. It can help you to learn English. So the fact that I teach English whilst using English suddenly doesn't seem that strange at all. During any journey of learning and discovery, you will find there will be different phases that you will go through. from those difficult moments whilst beginning your journey through to that all-important moment when you find that you understand more and more as you progress. All learning takes time and patience. It is a common problem for anyone learning a new subject to forget just how well they are doing at it. That all-important growth that we get might actually go unnoticed. As you move forward with your learning, you will find that things become easier. Suddenly, words become clearer and easier to understand. At this point, you are moving from the basic learning to what we often refer to as intermediate understanding. Many of those studying English are at this important stage. Intermediate means you understand the basics of English. However, you still have a certain distance to go. Being able to translate things you hear in your own language into English, and of course, the other way round. The intermediate phase is probably the most common area that people begin to become aware of not only their abilities, but also their potential. The things that the English language can offer and the opportunities that having that all-important skill can open up for those who have learnt it. So, if you are in the process of learning English right now, enjoy your time studying, understanding and using English in your life.